Oh, the game crashed. Let's try that again. Hello everybody, how you doing? It's another janky hotel stream. Hold on. There we go. Let's turn this game down a little bit. Oh no, you're kind of sick right now? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I hope you get better soon. I'm probably very slow. So this actually took me a long time to set up today, since my phone internet ran out, and now I have to use the hotel Wi-Fi, and it is not very fast. And I also can't tell, oh, my, the streaming software also stopped working. That's why, that's why things look a little, different right now. And I might even sound different, I don't know. Because it just stopped working. I don't know what's wrong with it. I probably have to reinstall it or something. So I'm using a different one, and who knows if it's working. So anyway, right, like I might be choppy, it might be really low resolution. I like how it says no data right now. Well, this might not work at all. I'm trying though. I wonder if you can still hear me. Okay, well, it's gonna be glitchy and horrible, but I'll try. It looks and sounds fine. Oh, okay, cool. It must be on just on my end. So today we're playing Bad End Theater. I really don't know much about it. I know it's a, I think it's a visual novel where, well, you play characters and they get bad ends, I guess. So as it says, content warning, blood, gore, violence, strong language. If you don't want to see that, turn back now. If not, here we go. Oh, I wonder why my cursor is not there. I should add that. There we go. Capture cursor. Ah, now you can see it. It's all the way up here though. Alright, well then. Let's remove that if it's not gonna work. Okay, there we go. Bloop. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On the stage we shall be toying with fate. Oh no. Is it loud? It looks a little loud to me. I can't tell. I'll just leave it. Oh, and this game does seem to crash a lot, so if it just suddenly crashes and we lose all the progress, nothing I can do. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. Oh, so like Danganronpa. But first, allow me to explain how it works. Aw, look at them. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. You are the human doll. You are the demon doll. Should we go with the human doll or the demon doll? I feel like demon's a good first choice, right? We can always be human later. Good or bad, Emmy? Exactly. Well, I'm away from home, so no better time to be bad than when no one's around to see it. Although I am streaming, so I guess someone will see it. Yeah, let's go with Demon. You control the Demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy. Am I? I think you mean person. Just minding your own business. What? The demons just mind their own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Punch. Oh, attack it or play it. Wicked. I guess. Well, we're gonna be demons, so let's be mean. Attack it. Ah! You killed a human doll in cold blood. How ruthless, and look how happy I am. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time try controlling the other doll. No, I choose the demon again. Oh. Go ahead and try playing as a human doll this time. No, I want to be the demon. Aw, man, I guess I don't have a choice. No. Okay. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little person. Just minding your own business. Wait, you said the same thing about the demon. How will you interact with the demon doll? Attack it. You both attack each other at once and achieve the worst possible outcome. Hooray! What an excellent bad ending, made possible by your decisions. You'll do well in this theater. Excellent. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. Oh. So it's saying that because I chose for the demon to attack the first time, then he also attacked the second time when I was controlling the human. That's very interesting. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from the doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Oh, cool. Now, try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. Oh, that is interesting. Let's change them both to good. Okay. Play nice. Yay! You and the demon doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. End tutorial. I'm done. Do you understand how to play? Sure. Yeah, I get it. This game saves your progress automatically. Oh, thank God. So when it inevitably crashes, I'll be okay. So just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Well, it is called Bad End Theater. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Bop, bop, bop. This is adorable sounding. Oh yeah, and by the way, I did order food, and I have no idea when it's gonna get here. It said like an hour, so. But if I run away suddenly, and if I'm like, oh, I gotta go buy my food's here, end stream, then you'll know what happened. Overlord locked, Underling locked, Hero locked, Maiden locked. Okay. Oh, I just have to choose them. Oh, I want to start with the Maiden. Look, she's kind of dressed like me. Oh, she's so cute. You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. Well, you're still cute. Or I'm cute, I should say. You are told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Well, thank you. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity? Who knows? You were in church. You pray to your God, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. Well, you didn't choose to become one, I guess? You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to see what the point of it is. You are impatient. Beating a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note for God and venture forth to find a demon, just to, you know, see what happens. Adjusting mic. Hold on a second. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Does it? Or does it look just kind of like a teenager? This is adorable. You're scared of what will happen to her. Probably gonna get captured by a demon. Polite, introduce yourself. Or shout for a hero to come and save you. I guess I'll introduce myself, right? I seem like a nice maiden. Yay! You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. Ah, the demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting. A lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You weren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Oh no, it's your dog, Susie. What the demon? Bit by bit you were swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Oh god, no. Consumed maiden end. Okay. Oh yeah, Bex is out getting her tattoo. She said it's huge! And it's gonna take 11 hours. That's insane. I guess we'll reset the stage. So we were polite maiden. Let's try being the underling and make him not attack the maiden. Right? Blah. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. But you aren't particularly strong. But not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Oh, how nice of them. But your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. But you've got a friend, so, you know, it's not all bad. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. Isn't that like every job? You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to go ask the Overlord for a day off. Oh, I'm sure that's gonna go well. She gives you an earful about responsibility, unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. Yeah, be a good little worker. What does she know about anything? You made her the boss of everyone. You complain about the Overlord to your friends, who obviously just ignore you. They agree that she is kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. Oh, they're not ignoring me then. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. That's the crazy things one gets themselves into when complaining about their job. You know. My boss is such a jerk, he wants me to come in on Saturday. Yeah, we should kill him. The underling is definitely a teenager. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's not. You tell your friends that you were totally not serious with the whole thing. You're actually cool with the status quo. After all, life must be pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably there's nothing to do. I mean, yeah, he's got a point. The others nod but don't seem convinced. You say a coup d'etat would be more effort than it's worth. But you're still gonna be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. Wait, shouldn't you be doing that stuff anyway? I mean, you are a demon after all. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Gobble her up. Now, I guess we'll hear her out, since that'll be different this time. Hear her out. You're in a good mood today, and you were rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Oh, look how tiny I am compared to her. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this is kind of exciting. You hadn't guessed it would even be possible to understand each other before now. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line for what you gather is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Well, why not? Sounds like it could be interesting, besides you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. Oh, look how cute the Overlord is! The Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. I like her. I like the Overlord. Everyone and everything in this game looks adorable. Yes, yes it does. Haha. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mentioned how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing. Don't say that out loud, dude. Well, what did I say? She gives you a look and you say, that was just a joke, of course. I would never think of overthrowing one so beautiful and awesome as you. Hey, she smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Oh, I wonder if it just keeps going until you get a bad end. That makes sense, right? After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle and lightning bolts coming into your room. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk! Save yourself. You look around the lifeless forms of those you've known as far back as you can remember. You feel glad to not be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle. Until you remember your role, not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. True. Gotta abandon your friends if you're evil. Maybe you'll start a new life far away from any humans or demons. Where you live peacefully, alone, in some deep dark forest somewhere. Deserter underling end. Well, that doesn't seem like a particularly bad ending. Alright. Reset the stage. The underling was hungry and disloyal. So, we can change the maiden to not be polite, I guess? Yes. Okay, so let's skip what we've already seen. Shout for a hero to come and save you. You yell, but a hero does not come. Aw, man. Come on, heroes, what are you doing? The demon is put off by your sudden shouting and asks you to keep it down. You apologize. They seem more confused than hostile, which totally catches you off guard. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have been listening to you, which is a little irritating. It is, he's just looking at flowers. He just wants to be a happy, friendly, well, kind of friendly demon. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you were introduced to the Overlord. She lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently told not to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. The underling is dismissed, and the Overlord turns to you, looking very interested. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. Turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens, or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would someday seek you out, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue, but that clearly didn't happen. You don't want to believe that you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. Yes, the Overlord, what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. Huh, maybe you you should be the demon overlord, huh? She can be the maiden. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The overlord tells you that you should get lost. How rude, you just got here. Refuse to leave. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but she doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little, you realize that they might not be the ruthless monster you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. So what do? I guess they just hang out all day. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you've never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. Oh, look at her face. You always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. Wow, we are really far more like each other than we once suspected. You may be different, but really they're just... Oh, yeah, you may be different, but really they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. I mean, you're just a maiden after all. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. They're falling in love. Oh, crap. But then a hero barges into the room. He looks very, perturbed, and there's blood hanging from his sword. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. Oh, that's just, motor oil. He was fixing his car. No big deal. Oh, you realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. What? Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. He doesn't believe you. He thinks you are a demon. He stabs you. The Overlord has walked past the hero and out into the hall. She's wailing. Now you can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. Oh, crap. You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who you had just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. Gasp. Oh, jeez. It's now clear that you had been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. Well, not really. He did just murder all her friends, right? You somehow managed to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. You never looked back. Escaped Maiden End A. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, he did kill them first. I like that I get to play the Overlord. That's cool. Alright, one sec. I gotta grab another drink. I forgot to get one first. Hopefully I won't freak out too much. Wait, hold on. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Who next? I guess the Overlord? Hehe. Oh, I'm going very slowly now. Oh no, my bits. My streaming bits. I'm dropping all the frames. Oh, I think it's back to normal now. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. That does suck. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'd leave you and your army alone, but they never do. Emmy was staring into my soul. Just while getting a drink, though, I was trying to summon a beverage. From you, I guess. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing, and if you're being quite honest with yourself, you don't really understand the politics of it. Oh, she got a little heart. And a third eye. But you remind yourself that everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. Yeah! You gotta be your own demon. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to that higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts on how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? Tell her to get back to work. Let's be nice at first and grant them the day off. You tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. Wee, look at him go. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. Look, she's taking a little nap. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. Alright, let's capture her. It's her role after all. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her that you never had any plans to capture any humans. Aw, she seems very disappointed by this.
Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like?
You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. Antisocial. Let her stay for a while. You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not all what she expected them to be. You are glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as not to agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. Stupid humans.
That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful.
You're surprised to hear her thank you. You always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. I kind of like the story here that the humans are violent and unreasonable, and the demons are like, whoa, 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 we just want to live in peace, man. But this maiden is different. You joked that maybe you were lying to her this whole time, that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here, The people in our village are a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. Hell yeah. I bet she is. Ah, you notice the sounds of battle have started ringing through your castle halls. The maiden is getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underlings roughhousing. No big deal. They're totally not getting slaughtered by a hero. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. Oh no. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. Ah! But he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there, unsure of himself. He is covered in demon blood. Is it going to turn out that he didn't actually kill anybody? As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You are not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle has really taken it out of you. I feel like that's a mild way of putting it. That hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero. Wait. There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. I'm so angry. Why does it turn out like this? And the hero starts babbling insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoing. But you are far beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. You have had it with these humans, always murdering your servants for no reason. You can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. Oh, so I guess you kill him either way. When you regain control, there is nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. You are alone. No! Wrathful Overlord end. Alright, let's go move on with the hero. You are the hero! Hooray! Totally not a murderer. Right? Poor Overlord. Yeah, right? She's the most sympathetic so far. You are the hero. You'd like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. They're probably all good monsters. He's just out there like slaughtering livestock and like wild animals. He's like, you evil squirrel, stab. You were told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby Demon Overlord's castle. Well, you put the village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out. You don't get it. Well, obviously for commerce reasons, right? It's like Pokemon. Oh yeah, sure. The hero is capturing them with his sword. You were happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. Why do you have a belt on your head? To keep your hair up? You head out on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You can kill them to gain experience. Oh no, it's like Undertale. Flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden, all on your own, if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. They're all fainting. Quickly, bring them to Nurse Joy. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Ask if they'll let you in. Go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare down at you and you feel very uncomfortable. Well, he's kind of like looming over you. But they all seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Destroy the Overlord. No. Ask the Maiden what's going on. I'll do all the evil stuff later. The Maiden explains that she was never actually captured and that she came here of her own volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. They ask her to return to town with you, to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you casually exit the castle. You try to make conversation with the Maiden, but she's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? No, she likes the Overlord, and you're taking her away. She suddenly stops in her tracks, and you turn your head to ask what the deal is. Yeah, what's the dealio, Maiden? Oh no. Oh, the Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. Well, isn't that a shame? You can't help but feel relieved you got the Maiden out of there when you did, but... she suddenly takes off toward the burning castle. Panic sets in, and you follow to try to stop her. The smoke is so thick, you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No. Going in there would be suicide. No. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The Maiden was claimed by the demons. Or by the fire, more specifically. Bystander, hero, and me. Alright, so now we've played through one of each of everyone. Oh my god, there's 41 endings? That's crazy. Alright, so... Alright, doesn't scream at the sight of an underling. We already done that. Goes home when the Overlord tells her to. And then will be the Overlord that doesn't give the underling a day off. And tells the Maiden to leave. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, maybe we're gonna play as the Maiden the hero won't kill everyone? That's right. We have to set his thing to not dutiful. Let's introduce ourselves. Okay, she's telling me to leave. I'm gonna obey her. You don't want to cause any trouble. She's just jolly, happily leaving, running away. So you figure it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter a hero. You ask what you're doing. You don't know the Overlord's castle is like right there. You explain everything that happened. The hero seems to think you're lying to him. You ask if you've been brainwashed by the demons. What nerve! You're very upset that this so-called hero would treat you this way and leave in a huff. You return to the village alone. Everyone is very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions and you tell them your story. As you explain that the Overlord never had any intention to harm anyone here, you notice looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. Oh no. They're gonna like burn me as a witch or something, aren't they? You are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. Oh god. They're all racists against demons. The crowd is growing unruly. You don't understand. You only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Well, clearly. Everyone begins speculating about what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you return without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. You know, unless the Overlord is not evil, which you already told them. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing that they aren't horrible creatures we know them to be. So they say. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they've never cared to know? Wow, sounds familiar, doesn't it? You wonder how you missed that before. You were seized by the crowd, and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. I think I said this was what's gonna happen. I feel like this would be everyone speaking to Tanjiro. Oh yeah. You mean about excuse me. About Nezuko, right? Oh man, my voice. I don't know how much longer I can do this. You don't want to die. Well, no kidding. That's rough, buddy. You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You've always lived honestly, so why has this happened? Why are you being punished? Because people suck, that's why. You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbors. Oh god, even your family? But they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. Oh, dissenting, meaning they're like trying to stop the people from killing you. You know, Sasuke even tried to kill Nezuko? Oh yeah, he did. Well, he wants to kill, like, everything, including a train. Ah! They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. Holy crap. Well, cry for yourself, too. You are so sorry that you're burning alive. Executed made an end. Well, I guess I should have figured that out would eventually happen. People would get killed. Boop, boop, boop. Burp, burp, burp. Alright, so let's make the maiden not polite and obedient, and we'll make the... Oh, right, so she didn't interact with the Overlord that time, except for just leaving. So let's make them, yeah. This way we'll see what the maiden execution is from the Overlord's perspective. Alright, the underling, tell them to get back to work. You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy for you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy Overlord bed. All that lecturing has made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as the Overlord. Hell yeah. Let's see if we can get this. Yep. You thought you told the underling to do their job, not to drag strangers into your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized break away from the castle, and I have to punish them. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. That underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. Alright, so... seen that already. Let's tell her she'd better go home. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here would definitely cause trouble. It would. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. Bye. The maiden does what she's told and takes her leave. You figure you may as well go back to bed now. But you don't get to rest for very long. Oh shit. Is the hero gonna come and kill us? Ah! Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? Try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule from if this one burns? You don't want to believe your underlings have just betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful bastards! Oh no, you choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Wow, so they both burned in this one, huh? Both the maiden and the Overlord. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see. Let's make the underling eat the maiden immediately. Doesn't scream. Let's make him disloyal and hungry. And I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Let's overthrow her. Look at his face. The hero could have done this because the hero was talking to the maiden when the fire started. Oh. Wait, could he? I thought she had just left and passed by him. No, you're sick of this overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friend suggested maybe you should be the new overlord. I think that's a terrible idea. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination when you get back, which satisfies them. Yay! You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. Alright, let's see. She seems very frightened and screams for her hero to come save her. You consider your options. Gobble her up. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. Even though you're probably ordered not to do that. The hero tried to stop the maiden from running in the fire. Huh. Oh yeah, maybe he did. I don't know. Let's see what happens with this demon. Oh god. They're showing her arm getting eaten. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought and feel quite proud of that. Oh wow. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander to the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. Well, you did just eat a person. The Overlord's gonna hate you now. Yeah, that's the whole point though. We're usurping her. We haven't even done anything yet. Put on a show. Oh god. You attack the nearest human. He is old and weak, and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience screams, grow louder. Applause! Hooray! I'm so happy. You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running toward you. Wow. Oh. Aha. Okay. I guess I'm not gonna get to rebel against the Overlord. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. The curtain closes. Performer underling end. Boop, 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 boop. R.I.P. underling. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, let's see. Let's make the hero dutiful, heroic, and not diplomatic. I guess it doesn't matter. We're supposed to set those for other people doing things. But I guess the first thing we should do is run through them doing different stuff to see what they're gonna do. Bravely slaughter the evil creatures. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. There, see this? Yeah. Cut through the demon army. You gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the maiden. These are all evil demons anyway. The world is much safer with them gone. I mean, that's possibly true. That's what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing, murdering all our soldiers. You get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance, a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can see only one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible that she's already been devoured. Thinking about the poor maid's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. You become strong for the hordes of demons that you took down before this battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. Wow, we haven't seen this. Why is this death of demons so cute? Because everything in this game is. You cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not yet finished. Burn down the castle. Search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. Just as you had suspected, she must have already been devoured. Well, was she? I think she was, right? You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does it matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. Or murderer. R.I.P. every demon. Yes, they're all dead now. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. Failed hero. Oh, I see. So when we played the hero, then the maiden, well, he wasn't obedient. She wasn't obedient because the underling ate her right away. And then, yeah, okay. So let's make it to where the underling doesn't eat the maiden. And I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just leave him that way. Doesn't scream at the sight of the underling. Okay. Let's try it like that. Yeah, bravely slaughter them. Cut through the demon army. Ah. What's with the maiden's face? She looks all like she's a part of this. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you suspected. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden in your hand. She takes it, after a slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. The villagers are very pleased with you. Are pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. Looks like you're high-fiving her. You were remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Ah, yep. That whole history is written by the victors thing. So even though you mercilessly slaughtered a whole bunch of people, because there was no one around left to tell you that you were wrong, they just assumed you were good. Wouldn't that mean everyone but the hero died? Yes. Well, and everyone in the village, I guess. Triumphant hero end. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, let's do one more where the hero is diplomatic. The maiden is polite and not obedient. The underling is loyal. And the Overlord will control her. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Sorry that you might have got here late. I'm probably gonna be done in like just a couple minutes, like after this one. My food's on the way. And I'll probably come back and stream again. Just not this, because this is a lot of reading. And it's wearing down my voice for sure. We're playing this adorably sad game. It is both definitely both of those things. Both adorable and sad. Let's see. Let's grant them the day off. Let's let the maiden stay. You can't bring yourself to send this maid away. She just got here. Okay. Okay, so he hasn't killed anyone. Oh, look, he's all, he's fine. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden, who was rumored to have been captured by your kind.
Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? God, what did I even write it for? Why did I even learn to write?
Can you tell me what I missed? Oh, basically, a demon, an overlord of the demon, a maiden, and a hero, all do things that, interact with one another, and you're trying to collect all the endings, most of which are bad. After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. See, we've already seen those horrible consequences many times. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. Well, I seem to have stopped moving. What happened? Why am I frozen? I don't know. Well, okay. I guess I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's see. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Possessive. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I guess I could try to reconnect it. I think my food's gonna be here really soon. Nope, it's not working. Oh, there we go. I'm back. But for how long? Let me see what it said about my food. I'm probably gonna freeze again. They're approaching with my food. Oh my goodness. Can I save? Yeah. Well, it's rather abrupt, and we don't get to see what's gonna happen there. But my food is probably here, so I should go and get it. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll come back later, probably with some more streaming. It'll just be something different. Oh, they're calling me. Okay, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Bye.